Welcome back to the Michigan Business Beat, brought to you on the Michigan Business Network. Chris Holman here, not coming from our studios at the Capital Region International Airport, but instead the garden level of the Holman House. And we're going to go up and get to a little more intimate setting, as a matter of fact, when we spend time with Andi Pernsteiner. She's the co-founder and brewery president of Ore Dock Brewing Company in Marquette. And thank you for having us in your kitchen.
Yeah, well, it's a pleasure to be here with you today.
Well, we were saying off air that kitchens are one of those places where people congregate in the family.
Yep.
And I remember they used to teach insurance salespeople, get them in the kitchen because you can get some work done in the kitchen.
It is a gathering place, that's for sure.
So tell me a little bit about your business, where specifically you're located and your product.
Sure, absolutely. And you almost segued into it by talking about a gathering space, because when I talk about our brewery up in Marquette, Ore Dock Brewing Company, I really like to, talk about the fact that ever since we originally created our business plan, craft beer and community were two pillars of the business plan. And the community gathering aspect of our business is as integral as the brewing itself. And so we really see those two things meld at Ore Dock Brewing Company. So we started in May of 2012. So we are approaching our 11-year anniversary here on Memorial Day weekend, which is exciting. And we are now brewing nearly 3,000 barrels a year, right up from Lake Superior in Marquette, Michigan on Spring Street. So we have all of our brewing production right there in our facility, in addition to a tap room. And then we have a very large community space on our second level. It is a renovated brownstone building in downtown Marquette. And we hold everything from, weddings to fundraisers for the community, to municipal functions, to even funerals. Honestly, we hold a lot of community gathering events there. And so really, we like to say Ore Dock is where craft beer and community meet.
Hey, yeah. So do you sell all that beer through your facility?
No, we do distribute as well. We only distribute in the state of Michigan, but we started distribution in 2014 with a really small footprint in the Upper Peninsula. And actually, we didn't expand all the way into the whole state until COVID, which is, a time when a lot of breweries found themselves having to pivot their revenue streams more towards distribution because we just didn't have the opportunity to sell as much on site. So we did that. And then now coming out of COVID, we are in the process of expanding our production so that we can meet all the needs of that distribution network as well as our on-site demands.
So, Andi, tell me, do you have further expansion in your future? Are you going to start exporting this stuff to Hawaii, et cetera?
No, we're not. That was never our goal. Actually, our goal was to be a regional brewery. And I think that feels very good to us. I think there's certainly opportunity for us to go into some more of the Midwestern states, outside of Michigan, as long as our production provides that opportunity. But right now we are focusing on Michigan. We're focusing on all the return to the on-site activities that we miss so much. And, just really trying to make sure all of our expansion is, cognizant of who we are as a brewery. And so with that in mind, you kind of asked if we have some big plans. We do. We just broke ground actually last week on a very big expansion right in our facility in downtown.
Oh, wow. That is awesome. More weddings in Marquette. I can see it. Right?
Yes.
That is great. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about your connection with Michigan Celebrates, where that started, and then I'm going to go back and ask you about your career.
Yeah, absolutely. So, we are really excited to be one of the top 50 companies to watch this year for Michigan Celebrates. And it's funny because I think as an entrepreneur and a business owner, one thing you do is you kind of just keep jumping from one thing to the next, and you don't always celebrate those successes. And one thing that I love about Michigan Celebrates is it's actually taking that moment for us to say, wow, we've come a long way. And we have some really exciting opportunities in front of us. And we get to take, 2 days to come down to Lansing and actually spend that time with their team to celebrate that accomplishment.
Well, listen, as one of the founders of that event, it actually started in my office. And for 19 years, this will be the 19th year I've been up at that podium looking out at you and people like you. And it's just, you are going to love the evening. It's just an incredible event, really is. So we got about a minute and a half. You woke up one day in middle school and said, you know what? I want to brew beer for a career. No?
Yeah, that's not exactly how it worked out, surprisingly. I got my degree in physics and biomedical engineering, which is a far cry from brewing beer. But I do like to think of an engineering degree as sort of a problem-solving degree. And honestly, I think being a business owner, you're constantly problem solving. You know, that's what we do in our business every day, whether it's our products, our services, our staff. We're always kind of looking at what can we do next, what problems do we have to solve, and what opportunities do we have in front of us that we want to take advantage of. And so I think my background in engineering certainly prepared me for this business ownership thing that I'm doing now. And I have to say, I mean, it's certainly one of the most challenging of my whole career, owning a business. So
Well, you're doing a great job with it, Andi, and I'm looking forward to May 2nd at the Breslin and recognizing you and a whole bunch of other people in the room. And congratulations. And thanks for being a sponsor, by the way. We deeply appreciate that. Andi Pernsteiner, she's the co-founder and brewery president of Ore Dock Brewing in Marquette. Congratulations, and thanks for being with us today.
Yeah, thank you so much.
You've been watching the Michigan Business Beat on the Michigan Business Network. I'm Chris Holman. We'll be back.